Okay, everybody, welcome back to Dragon Age Origins. We are going to be talking to our companions and giving them gifts, and then hopefully we'll have time to get back to the Dalish Forest. So, what I want to do is actually give them their gifts first. And I know two things. Is one, Morgan. She wants this.
A fine gift. You have
And
my
then
thanks.
she wants the... I believe the silver medallion as well.
A fine
Yes.
gift. You have my thanks.
Okay, and then we also have a painted sky ball. Dalish Gloves we're going to hold off on because, you know, there's a reason there. You have to learn... I want to learn Zevran's story a little bit more before we give him the Dalish Gloves. I don't know who the painted sky ball goes to. I have no clue. Are we going to cheat? Maybe we should. Okay, it's not specific to any companion. So who's the lowest? Okay, it's Shell, Zevran, or Sten. I think we're going to give it to Zevran.
How nice.
That was not very enthusiastic. How nice. Huh. Oh. It's a whiskey. I didn't realize that's what it was. Okay, and then Andraste's Grace goes to Leliana.
Oh, how dear of you. Thank you so much.
Then other than the Dalish Gloves, which I want to keep in my hand right now, I think we are good. Alright. Now it is time to bond. Morgan first.
I await your command.
I'd like to ask you something.
So, full of questions, are you?
Never mind. No,
I await your command.
I'd like to discuss something personal.
We're in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any.
I'm not saying why are you still here, because we've already done that one. Okay, so we have nothing to say to Morgan anymore until we actually have a conversation with her about everything else.
You called.
I don't think he's going to actually have anything to say either until we get his sword back.
I am hardly surprised.
Do you find Ferelden very strange?
To put it lightly, no one has a place here. Your farmers wish to be merchants. The merchants dream of being nobles, and the nobles become warriors. No one is content to be who they are.
Is there anything you like about Ferelden?
There is interesting food here. You have a thing. It doesn't have a word in the Kunari tongue. Little baked things like bread, but sweet and crumbly.
Cookies?
Yes, we have no such things in our lands. This should be remedied.
You sound a bit homesick.
Perhaps. It's strange to be in a crowd and hear a language that is not your own. To see faces that are and aren't like yours. I miss the smells of Zevran. Tea and incense and the sea. Ferelden smells of wet dogs.
You left out rotting garbage.
True. I was trying to forget that part. Shall we move on?
Don't the Canari ever want to change their lot in life?
What does that accomplish? The farmer who buys a shop is never a merchant. He is always a farmer turned merchant. He carries his old life with him as a turtle carries its shell.
But that makes the turtle stronger.
Does it? It's also his weakness. If he stumbles and falls over, it pins him on his back. It is better to armor yourself with no more than what you need. One life, one duty.
You don't think happiness is important?
You can learn to find it in doing your duty, in serving your people. There is no need to search for it. Shall we move on?
Yep, let's go.
As you wish.
Hey, I got plus 12 with him for that conversation. Don't.
So, all this time we've spent together, you know, the tragedy, the brushes with death, the constant battles with the whole blight looming over us. Will you miss it once it's over?
There will always be more battles to fight somewhere.
But that doesn't mean we would necessarily be fighting them together. I know it might sound strange, considering we haven't known each other for very long, but I've come to care for you a great deal. I think maybe it's because we've gone through so much together. I don't know. Or maybe I'm imagining it. Maybe I'm fooling myself.
You're fooling yourself.
Fooling myself?
Yes.
Or do you think you might ever feel the same way about me?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to go down this road. I'm trying to go with the assassin in the back. Like, no, don't do this to me. Ugh. I'm sorry, Alistair. Again, I said this once. I don't think so.
Well, there's nothing more to discuss, is there? I'll just wander off and swallow my foot. Maybe both of them. Excuse me.
Oh, that breaks my heart. I'm sorry. I usually, like, my canon playthrough is the human noble that marries Alistair, so it's just like, ah! Oh man, how much is it gonna take to get him back? Okay, honestly, it's not that bad. Really, actually, I'm further off with Zevran and everybody else. Okay, we're fine.
I've a question, if I may.
Go ahead.
Well, here's the thing. I swore an oath to serve you, yes? And I understand the quest you're on, and this is all very fine and well. My question pertains to what you intend to do with me once this business is over with, as a point of curiosity.
You could go if you wanted.
Could I? And what if I didn't wish to leave?
There's always a use or two for a handsome elf.
I'm sure I could come up with a few more if pressed. It is good to know what my options might be, but that is for another time. For now, we have much to do, yes?
That's not what I wanted. I wanted to actually talk to you. I wanted to discuss something personal.
Oh, this should be good. What would you like to discuss?
See, hey, it is started. See, I did have a thing going with both of them. I just wanted it to be with him. I didn't mean to do that. I was just trying to be a good friend. You must have quite a history with women.
This could be a sensitive topic, my dear lady. Are you sure you wish to voyage there?
I asked, didn't I?
As you wish. Let me start by saying that my history is varied, indeed. It has also not been restricted to women. Does that offend you?
No. Should it?
Perhaps. That is entirely up to you.
No.
I grew
definitely
up amongst whores, my dear. Sex is best when done well, and truly that is my only rule. Do I prefer women? Yes, I believe I do. But you must understand that a certain open-mindedness is sought by the crows in their recruits, for very good reasons.
I'm not alright with— No, don't say something like that. That's terrible. What reasons are those?
I have had to do many things in my work as an assassin, some pleasant and many not so. The crows recruit elven assassins because we are considered beautiful by humans. I'm sure you can imagine the rest.
Oh.
I cannot change my past, obviously. I regret far more than the men and women I have been with. And if that is more than you can bear, well, then it is good we know now, yes?
It doesn't bother me, Zevran.
You're a better person than most, I suspect. Ah, enough talk of the past. It is what lies ahead that is important, no?
I think we have to talk to him about the Dalish.
All right, but I get to stare at you luridly while you do so.
What is your opinion of the Dalish?
I know little enough of the Dalish other than the fact that my mother was one, or so I was told. She had fallen in love with an elven woodcutter and accompanied him back to the city, leaving her clan behind for good. And there, of course, the woodcutter died of some filthy disease and my mother was forced into prostitution to pay off his debts. Oldest tale in the book.
Zevran, that's horrible.
Is it? It seemed normal enough a tale growing up. No different than the other elven boys in the whorehouse. I didn't know my mother either, of course. She died giving birth to me.
Oh, jeez.
My first victim, as it were. We were all raised communally by the whores. It was a happy enough existence, ignoring the occasional beating. Until eventually I was sold to the crows. I brought a good price, so I hear.
And yet you're oddly cheerful about it.
It could have been much worse. Shall I tell you about what happened to the other whorehouse boys who did not fetch a decent
Probably
price
not.
for the crows? Surely your life has not been so idyllic. People like you and I are not the product of happy lives of contentment, after all.
You can say that again.
My original point is that my mother's Dalish nature was always a point of fascination for me. Through all the years of my crow training, the one thing of my mother's that I possessed was a pair of gloves. They were of Dalish make, I knew that much, and beautiful. I had to keep them hidden, of course, as we were not allowed such things. Eventually, they were discovered, and I never saw them again.
Has there been no joy in your life at all?
Oh, there has been plenty. To tell the truth, it is because I expected nothing more. Still, even I eventually thought that it would be better for me if I ran off to join the famous Dalish when one of their clans drew near Antiva city. Naturally, the reality did not live up at all to the fantasies I had constructed as a boy, staring at those gloves. But such is life. Come, enough talk of the Dalish. Let us move on.
There we go. Now I can give him the Dalish gloves. Whoops. That's all I wanted. Did not mean to initiate so many scenes. Was this? Yeah, right here.
Gloves? You're giving me gloves? What for?
Aww. They're Dalish gloves, like your mother's.
Maker's breath. You're right. It is like my mother's. The leather was less thick and it had more embroidery, but these are very close and quite handsome.
It was nothing.
Still, I appreciate the fact that you even thought of me. No one has simply given me a gift before.
No.
Thank you.
Aw, that's sweet. Okay, Leliana. We're kind of wearing the exact same outfits at this point.
I was just thinking about what happened to the elves, and I'm reminded of a song sung to me many years ago. It was when my mother died, and this wise elven woman comforted me and told me that we shouldn't fear death or hate it. Death is just another beginning. One day, we must all shed our earthly bodies to allow our spirits to fly free.
That is comforting.
It's a beautiful sentiment, I think. One that brings peace and hope to the grieving.
Oh, she's singing. Oh, I forgot about this. Sure. I know it's technically not our voice, but I loved it. Thank you for singing.
I must ask, what does being a Grey Warden mean to you?
Um. Wouldn't say glory and honor. I am gonna go with it means I have chosen to do something important.
There's that, of course. But there's more to being a Grey Warden than killing Darkspawn and saving the world from the Blight. Ultimately, being a Grey Warden is about serving others. About serving all people, whether elves or dwarves or men.
You mean to say I serve as a protector?
As a Grey Warden, you are a guardian of men, and you guard them because their continued existence is more important than you are. Thus it is you who serves, not they.
I will keep that in mind.
A good king, a true king who cares for his land, uses his power to rule firmly but fairly. He serves his people first and foremost. The king who does not do this, who believes that he is entitled to his power, who abuses it and uses it for his own means, is a tyrant.
I don't want power. I've never wanted it.
If you live apart from others, and your actions affect only you, then you may do as you wish. But if you have power, influence, and strength, your every action will be as a drop of water in a clear, still pond. The drop causes ripples, and ripples spread. Think of how far they will go, how wide they will become, how will they affect the pond. But I've lectured enough for today. I should stop before I wear out my welcome.
I like your lectures, Win. It's fine. Okay. What do the Dalish want for allied supply crates? Crafting materials. Oh, man. I can do deep mushrooms. That's it, though. No elf roots. And then we'll see about the runes later.
We will make good use of what you have brought us, Warden.
Yeah. Do I need to talk to anybody else? I think I talked to everybody, so the only other thing I want to see is if we can oh, I didn't talk to Shale
Enchantment?
or the dog. I want some enchanting done.
Enchantment!
I don't think anything we have can be yeah, everything we have already has stuff. So we're gonna just hold our runes and wait. That's Shale.
I've watched a lot of humans in my time. It should be aware that I've decided that it is not much like any of them.
Because I'm not human?
Oh, it's not just that. Well, I'm sure that's part of it, but it's not only that. Surely it must come from some superior lineage, yes? Some breed of flesh creature that has decided to elevate its genetic stock above its natural shortcomings?
I am a casteless and an exile. Is that what you meant?
Then that must be it. My experience with dwarves is limited, but obviously I need to encounter more of them. I would appreciate if it didn't spread around that I said anything. Humans might start to get the wrong idea. They might start thinking their race is not completely hopeless.
And we wouldn't want that.
Indeed. Can it imagine the horror? Now,
Oh,
let us
Shale.
crush something into a fine paste before it starts to think I've gone all soft. Perish the thought.
You're wonderful. I thought we already did this one. It's going to take you some time. Okay. So the plan is we're going to go back to the Brazilian forest because we have a side quest there, and then we also want to get those reverent ruins done. I think what we are going to do is we're going to bring Sten,
Yes.
Zevran,
Yes.
and Morgan.
Indeed.
I think that's a good plan. These are fighting types, and hopefully that'll work. Okay, back to the Brazil. What's this? Outskirts forest. I need to see if Morgan can make potions, though. That's a problem. Let's see.
At your service.
There we go. Yeah, she can. And she can make health poultices, which is 6.
Indeed.
Okay, and then we want to go hang out with the
Yes.
Dalish.
Of course.
And we want to buy their potions. I went the wrong way. Literally, the start of it was if you turn around and go this way, it'll be at the Dalish camp. Worst comes to worst is if it doesn't work, then we can change the group that we're using for fighting and go back to win, because
We are working hard to make enough equipment for all of the hunters. Our armaments will be superior to anything else you find on the battlefield.
barter.
I am no merchant, but I have plenty that you may need.
That's actually better. And it also doesn't take as much strength as I'm using for mine. Getting that. But what I was really here for is these guys. Oops, meant to grab all. There we go. Do you have any? Ooh, potent health poultice recipe. Yep, grab that. And do you are you selling a backpack? At all? Yes, you are. Thank you. And then when it comes to your weapons, I just want to see if anything that Sten is using. Nope. Maybe. No, it's just one hand. Okay. This one's pretty good. I don't think it's better than what I have, though. No. Oh, we have arrows and things we can buy there, but we're good. Okay. And other than that one helmet that I want to wear, there we go. Okay, and I think we're good. What we are going to do before we start heading out is we're going to level up these 3 guys. Because I'm being a nerd. Okay, level up Sten first. He leveled up twice. We want to... Okay, what makes it to where he can wear this armor? You need 36, so let's give him 36 or 7th or 8. Wow, okay, actually we might want to give him 38 right off the bat because it'll give him the Juggernaut armor. I think that's what we're going to do with Sten. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to give him 1 willpower and 1 constitution. Okay, and then for his thing, we're going to do trap making. And what about his talents? Okay, go back down to this. Let's give him character swings a two-handed weapon through enemies in a vicious arc, dealing normal damage to those it hits and knocking them down unless they pass a physical resistance check. And then I guess we will give him also... Well, he doesn't have dexterity, really. So we're just going to go with the Shattering Blows, because that's one of the places that we will be going soon, and I don't know who we're bringing on that mission, so we'll see. Zevran. Okay. Is there anything that you need to be upgraded to use? Oh, hey, he actually equipped the Dalish Gloves he has. This one is better, though. I'm sorry. I'm very happy. I will keep those for you, though. It's very sweet that he wears them. Oh, and then we can... There you go. I didn't check to see if those were better or not. Yeah, they are. Okay. He doesn't have any specifics going, so we're going to just give him 31 to dexterity. We'll give him 1 constitution, 2 willpower, and then 1 cunning. And that's all filled out. So we're going to give him the survival trait. I don't know how big of a survival thing you need. A keen eye and a killer instinct help the assassin exploit a target's weak points. During a successful backstab attack, the assassin gains additional damage based on cunning. Yeah, we'll go with this one. And then the character makes 3 blows against the target, dealing normal damage for the first 2 strikes and generating a critical hit for the final blow. If it connects, the target may also suffer penalties to attack and defense or be knocked to the ground. That one. Okay, now Morgan. Okay, we want you to go up in magic. Go up in willpower. You're fine in your constitution. Actually, no, maybe 1. Let's see. Maybe 1 constitution and 1 strength. Nope, nope, back. Why would I do strength? 1 constitution. No, not even that. No. Okay, let's do 1 dexterity and then up the willpower again. And let's do... I'm not sure if you... Okay, yeah. Let's do... What does this do for mages? Mages can take more damage from an attack before it interrupts their spell casting. That's nice. Why don't we do a tactics slot? And then... You need a lot of magic for that. What else do we have? Let's see. What's this? Ooh. That's nice. Okay. Telekinetic weapons would be very nice. Let's see. Death magic I have seen a lot, and I thought that was really cool. So I think we're going to use death magic for sure. Then what is this? Okay, I need more magic. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna go back. We're gonna go back again. We're gonna take away that dexterity. And then we're gonna give 1 there. And that. There you go. Now we got this. Okay. All hostile targets in the targeted area fall asleep unless they pass a mental resistance check, although they wake when hit. Okay, yeah. I like this idea for sleep, and then I think we're gonna go with death magic. There we go. Okay, we're going to end this here, and we're going to fight a lot of enemies next episode. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing, and I will see everybody next time. Bye!